All right, shalom, shalom, yasha. I'm Brother Nakum with the channel GMS Stay Woke.
Right, I'm Brother Shawai with the GMS channel, Cry Loud, GMS Cry Loud.
Before we go any further, we'd like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone from teaching out this truth according to the Bible who rule well. And a double shalom to all the say I came throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth from righteousness and sincerity to the best of your ability. And me and the brother Shawal was able to get up today through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, that's what the world ignorantly called God, which his name means he is or he exists. Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son, which his name means he saves, he delivers. And we're going to get into a little, we'll let our lesson today on prophesy, because when you receive this truth, when you get understanding by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, got a Bible, you're supposed to be prophesying. So without further ado, we're going to dive right into it.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. It reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not."
That's right. So John the Revelator, he fell down at the angel's feet, to worship the angel, to give the angel all the glory and the praises. And the angel's response back to John the Revelator was what? See thou do it not. Basically saying, don't bow down to me, don't worship me. Read on.
It reads on, "I am thy fellow servant."
Basically, I'm just like you. I'm no better than you are. You don't need to be bowing down and worshiping me.
"And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai."
Mm-hmm.
Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right. So the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is this word, is what? It's the spirit of prophecy. You see, because when you open up this Bible and you read it, it's nothing but prophecy that has to come to pass. We're in a time of prophecy coming to pass right now. You got the Alpha Dicha, which is the mark of the beast, becoming more and more mandatory coming to pass. You got the feminine word coming to pass. You got more uproars of the people, happening. FEMA camps, these concentrations being set up. You got martial law happening, So again, we're in a time of prophecy coming to pass. So if you claim to have the testimony, the spirit of Lord Yahweh Shai, the understanding his word, then you're going to be out here prophesying, telling Israel, so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, of the things that's going to be coming to pass before they actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
Got a precept?
Yep. This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old."
That's right. So the prophets that was before Jeremiah and the prophets that came after Jeremiah, that was before us of old, like Ezekiel, Habakkuk, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Lord Yahweh Shai himself, and so forth and so on. Read on.
"Prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms."
That's right. So all these prophets that I named and much more, what do? They prophesied against many countries and against great kingdoms. They basically said that things was going to happen before these prophecies came to pass. And just like the prophets of old prophesied the downfall of many countries and great kingdoms, in the same way today, 2020 going into 2021, we're prophesying the downfall and destruction of America and wherever brothers are at around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, they're prophesying the downfall and destruction of their kingdom that they're in.
"And against great kingdoms of war
Mm-hmm.
and of evil
Mm-hmm.
and of pestilence."
That's right. So the same way the ancient prophets prophesied a war, at the same way we're prophesying a war. We're saying that there's going to be civil unrest. You see, we're saying that there's going to be the ultimate war, World War III, that 200 million missiles are going to hit this place called America. We're also saying that there's going to be evil, bad times taking place in the face of the earth, which those bad times, are slowly but surely happening right now. And we're also saying that there's going to be pestilence, more diseases, which right now we're in a pandemic. We got this crown royal 19 going on. So the same way the prophets of old prophesied of these things is the same way that we're prophesying of these things, telling you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, of the bad times that's going to take place upon the face of the earth. So again, a prophet job is to speak prophecy. It's to prophesy and say what's going to happen before they actually happen. Got precept?
Yeah.
If not, yeah.
Which one?
Isaiah 42:9.
This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass.
That's right. The former things, the ancient things. And what is it talking about? The old prophecies. They have already came to pass and gone already. World War II, World War One, ancient slavery. The flood, 70 AD. What else?
World War II. When it said the second war is past, the third war coming quickly. That was World War II that was talking about.
That's right.
It's already passed.
That's right. And many other things, but the former prophecies that have already came and gone. Read on.
Yep. It says, and new things do I declare.
That's right. And the new things being the what? The new prophecies, according to the Bible, the thing that's written in these scriptures. Like I was going into earlier, the famine of the word, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, uprising of people, earthquakes in diverse places.
Right. It's a Salakia that Revelation, that the second war is past, but the third war coming quickly. That's a part of the new things. That's talking about the Third World War that we're prophesying about to this day. That's coming.
Kind.
So, that's a part of the new things that come.
Kind. So you got the former prophecies, the old prophecies already come to pass, and new prophecies is Isaiah declaring to come to pass. Like some I was just going into now. Read on.
Yep. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
That's right. So before any of these new prophecies spring forth, before they ever come to pass, Yahweh Shemashah, that got a Bible, always lets you know about them. And how does he do that? By the way of the prophets. Here it is, again, 2020 going to 2021. You got all these prophecies according to the Bible come to pass. And the God of the Bible has sent the men of the Lord out there on the highways and byways, even by putting up videos on YouTube, by the way of our apostles and other great millstone down to younger brothers like ourselves. And what are we doing? We're telling you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, of these prophecies written inside these scriptures before they actually happen, before they come to pass. You got another one?
Second Esdras.
Yep. And then after that, you can get that Amos 3 verse 8.
Yeah. You want the second Esdras first?
Either one don't matter.
What was the other one you just called for?
Amos 3 and 8.
Okay, I'm get that. This is Amos chapter 3 verse 8. And it reads, the lion have roared.
That's right. Read on.
Who will not fear?
That's right. So if you stand in front of a lion and the lion roars, you're going to fear. You're going to be scared to death. Read on.
The Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, have spoken. Who can but prophecy?
That's right. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai got a Bible. They have spoken. Who can but prophesy? So since Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has spoken, if you have to understand these scriptures, this word, then you can't do nothing but go and prophesy. Go and teach and say of the things that's going to happen before they actually come to pass. Which that's going into giving warning. And that's what we're doing. We're giving our people warning of everything that's going to happen, of everything that's going to come upon the face of the earth.
That was on that?
And
what was the one?
On that second Esdras.
Which one?
Speak. Behold, speak down there. It's my people.
50. Okay. I was about to read another one. This is second Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
That's right. It said behold, which behold means to look. It said speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And who is Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua's people? You so-called Negroes, Latin Americans. So we come to you as a whole and we speak the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua unto you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans. Because this word is full of prophecy. And we let you know what's going to happen and take place upon the face of the earth before these things happen. Read on.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That's right, because these are not our words. These are Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that got our Bible's words. You see, and they have given us the understanding to know what these words are actually talking about. That's it on that?
Yeah. Did you have something?
Read on, matter of fact.
On 15, right?
Yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 2. Yep. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right. It said, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And what's written in paper? These scriptures, this word. And these words are definitely faithful and true. Because what? Either these words have either came to pass, or they're going to come to pass, and they're going to happen. You see, so these words are faithful and true.
Mm-hmm.
That was it on that?
Yeah.
Kind. You know, so me and the brothers wanted to get into a quick lesson real quick on prophesying, you know, because again, if you have the understanding of this truth, you know, these scriptures, then your job is supposed to be prophesying, teaching Israel what they need to know according to the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Lord willing, the elect of the nation of Israel was edified, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. Before we go any further, we like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, from teaching us this truth according to the Bible, rule well, and a double shalom to all the Sisei Akim throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Shalom.